evening. This is News at 8 live from Wisdom Yard Television. I am Odunayo Adelere. Here are the news headlines. Strike. Staff cut water supply to National Assembly. Muslim pilgrims stranded as strike forces planes to return empty to Saudi Arabia. Now the news in details. Members of the Parliamentary Staff Association of Nigeria have stopped the supply of water to the National Assembly in compliance with the ongoing indefinite strike initiated by the organized labor. PASAN, which is under the Nigeria Labour Congress, temporarily suspended electricity and water supply to the two structures accommodating the Senate and the House of Representatives, along with other amenities within the National Assembly compound. Recall that the NLC and TUC had given a May 31, 2024 ultimatum on the new minimum wage. On Tuesday, the federal government and organized labor held a meeting, but broke down after the government and organized private sector raised their offers to 60,000 naira. The government added 3,000 naira to its initial offer of 57,000 naira proposed last week, taking the total figure 60,000 naira. This was dismissed by Labour at the meeting. The Labour Union again lowered its demand by removing 3,000 naira from the 497,000 it proposed last week, pegging the new proposal to 494,000 naira. Reaching no consensus, the duo held another meeting on Friday. The talks also hit a brick wall when the government failed to shift grounds on the 60,000 naira it proposed during the last meeting. Following the meeting, the NLC declared a nationwide indefinite strike over federal government's refusal to raise the proposed minimum wage from 60,000 naira. The strike commenced on Monday. The president of the Nigeria Labour Congress, Joe Ajaero, who declared the strike, said the meeting with the federal government demonstrated the unseriousness and apparent contempt with which the Nigerian state owes the demands of Nigerian workers and people. No governor was present and minister absent except the Minister of State for Labour and Employment, who doubles as a conciliator. There was none present on the side of the government with the appropriate authority to commit them to any outcome. In essence, the government abandoned the meeting. We consider this disdainful and shows a lack of commitment to a successful national minimum wage negotiation exercise, he said. In a shocking turn of events, several planes sent to airlift Nigerian pilgrims to Saudi Arabia for the Hajj pilgrimage were forced to return empty to the Arabian Peninsula due to an ongoing strike by the organized labor. The strike, which began on Monday, has already caused chaos and disrupted the traveling plans of thousands of Muslim pilgrims. According to reports, striking aviation workers at Murtala Mohammed International Airport in Lagos, Yola International Airport, Aminu Kano International Airport, and Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport in Abuja physically blocked the plane paths and refused to allow them to depart with passengers, forcing their pilots to return to the planes to Saudi Arabia empty. Over 60,000 Nigerian pilgrims are currently stranded in Nigeria, unable to travel to Saudi Arabia for the Hajj pilgrimage. The pilgrims, who have been preparing for months for this sacred journey, are now facing uncertainty and frustration due to the strike. Reacting to this development, Professor Ishaq Akintola, Executive Director Muslim Rights Concern, MIRI, said, "We urge the organized labor to consider the plight of thousands of Nigerian Muslims who are currently stranded due to the ongoing strike. We appeal to the NLC and TUC to call off the strike with immediate effect to enable this pilgrim to travel to Saudi Arabia for the Hajj pilgrimage. The ongoing strike is causing confusion and hardship for Muslim faithfuls preparing for the Eid al-Kabir festival and also poses a threat to the lives of Muslim pilgrims. We implore the NSC to consider the impact of their actions on those innocent citizens. If the strike continues, we call on President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to intervene and declare a state of emergency to rescue the country from this situation." Before the news comes to an end, here are the headlines once again. Strike. Staff cut water supply to National Assembly. Muslim pilgrims stranded as strike forces planes to return empty to Saudi Arabia. Thank you for staying tuned. I am Odunayo Adelere. Have a good night's rest.